Hello and welcome to Neuro-Heretical Wargaming. My name is Brenden. Tonight I'm joined by not really anyone, just my Arbites. Hey. Yep, just me for tonight, at least for now, just in case anyone else pops up. But yes, welcome to Neuro-Heretical Wargaming, where the stupidity is not a bug, it is in fact a feature. Tonight we are working on Arbites, mostly Subductors, with a few other guys in, so I can run and kind of mix it with the Exaction Squad I already have together. So, without too much further ado, let's get to it. Good evening, Wanting Fire. Welcome to the stream. Turn on the background music so I can listen to it. Let me just double check a couple things, and we are good. All right. First things first, I need to glue one dude's shoulder back on. Where'd he go? There he is. His little shoulder piece popped off, so we're just gonna put that back on real quick. How are you doing tonight, Wanting? Good, one hopes. Dogs are at it again. Why, I do not know, but always something. Alright, while that dries, we can go ahead and start with our base coat. It's going to be Cantor Blue. Hey Tristan, what's up? Kind of weird, we're up here, we're going kind of through a weird, cool section. I mean, it's not that unusual for up here, but we were in like the 70s and 80s, and it's been like, I think it's in the 40s like all week this week. I think it even snowed this morning, actually. I remember. Not like a lot, but enough to be a thing. There was a hand in my paint water. A hand. A hair. There's a hair. Oh my god, there's a hand. But yeah, what are you guys working on tonight? If anything. Obviously, it's fine if you're not. And, make myself a little bit of space here real quick. Well, Wanting Fire, nothing wrong with just hanging out. Because really, that's what we're doing here. Oh, nice. Tristan's working on some Shadow Dark to run for his buddy's birthday. Love that. Remember what I painted what, actually. If they're majority blue, or it was a gray undercoat. Undercoat, but like cloth is gray. One of the tricky parts about priming a bunch of stuff is that a bunch of stuff is also unprimed, and you often don't look very closely at it to see what. You can only tell so much of what you missed when the sun's out. And then later you're like, oh. Yeah, that's pretty lit. Although, man, his, that doesn't look very well attached there. All right. Oh, really right. Take a second. Put that back on, I guess. Bring that down, center it a bit. There we go. There we go. That's much more secure. I'm entirely sure I didn't manage it in the first place, to be honest with you. But, you know, hey, things happen. Set that off to dry as well. Next guy. Look how beefy the shields are. Takeaways from Shadow Dark. It's been a little bit since we played. It's been 6 months. Yeah. 6 or 7, that was before Extra Life. Or no, it's even longer than that. That was when he came out before then. Shoot, that would have been sometime in September. Exactly when he came out that time. But yeah, there's definitely parts of Shadow Dark I like. I do like the kind of real-time system a little bit. Like with the candles, I believe it was. Yeah. Was it really June? Oof. I know it was. I guess it was at least a few months before Extra Life, and that would have been, what, October, I think? Reminds me, gotta start. We're gonna have to prep for that one. Again. Figure out what we're doing there, but that's for another day. Yeah, definitely parts I liked about it. I mean, I guess they call it the light system. Like that the candles are kind of real time. Definitely does help speed things up in a dungeon, but that's kind of the big thing I remember. But I don't typically get too lost in mechanics with RPGs. So. Torch timer. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. That makes sense. I figure there's obviously it probably has some sort of official name, and then there's like the general name. So I want to say like other systems have experimented with that too, right? I could be way off base, but that sounds right to me. Dog hair. Painted their helmets, huh? Presumably. One presumes. So I do apologize for the slightly late start today. We had kind of lost track of time a little bit. And I was almost ready for 7:30. And I was like, oh, I gotta take these off because I still them on my like priming stick. So I had to take them off. And that took longer than I thought it was going to. I'm not gonna lie. And I was like, oh, this is for some reason a way more involved process than I assumed it would be. It genuinely took me like 15 minutes to get them off. Because they were like stuck on there or anything. It was just like I was using blue tack, so I had to like pull it off and clean it up and like move it, and it was a whole thing that was kind of didn't anticipate properly. I missed a pistol on that guy. Oopsie. A little more blue. Also, a little side note. We'll probably be going. We'll see if we get to like 9:30. Hey, welcome, Francois. Francois Marion. Assuming that's how it's pronounced. I know Francois. That leads me to think French, but I don't know that, and I know very little French. I know quite literally enough to say I'm out of French. I can string together enough sentences that anyone who speaks French knows I don't speak French. Oh, thank you. My French teacher of 4 years would be proud to know that I at least got that. Yes, welcome to the stream regardless. Hope you enjoy yourself. We're just kind of chilling tonight. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy. This is only about 10% of people get it right. Well, I'm happy to be in that 10%. Like I said, having a few years of high school French helps, and then just having an interest in French history also helps. Actually, listening to the music does remind me that I need to go through and probably work on what is actually in this little playlist / add stuff. I know for a fact I haven't added anything in months. I know you guys have been mostly listening to the same. There's probably like a dozen tracks or so on there. Which I guess, given the length of these streams, probably means it plays through like 2 times, maybe 2.5. But yeah, if it's a bit of a longer one. Dropped him. Officer down. Yeah, we're 20 minutes in and we got 3 dudes based. Let's go. Sorry, I sent my wife real quick. All right, a little more paint. But hey, if you haven't already, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It does help the channel a little bit. This is kind of one of our side projects. And we are actually getting very close to our first 500 subscribers. So please help us meet that goal. So that'll be pretty big for us, actually. Please and thank you. All right, let's get a few more viewers. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Hope you enjoy it. Give me a little more water, actually. Oh, hey, Tristan, how are those StarCraft minis coming along, actually? It's not an attack, Tristan. It's a very gentle reminder. I mean, hey, no shade. These guys genuinely sat on my desk, unassembled, much less like, you know, primed and painted, for probably close to a year. So, and they're just now getting proper paint on them. Because, actually, was that last year or 2 years ago? I think it was 2 years ago. Oh god. And somewhere around 2 years ago, I think I got these guys. Is it really? It must have been. It was... Guys, I got these guys in the combat patrol. It was after Agents came out. So I split it with Scott. So he got like the assassin and something else that was in it, and then I got all the Arbites. Let's see. Okay, so Triz says he's working on his Trench Devil Warband or Trench Crusade. which, you know, hope you all guys check out. I've heard really good things about Trench Crusade. I am just waiting to order the models. I don't know when that'll be. If GW could stop releasing guard models I really, really want, I would have ordered it by now. But GW keeps mercilessly attacking my wallet, and I don't know why. I don't know why I did. I don't know why I didn't deserve it. Because I thought it was free. I was like, okay, they released the new guard box. I'm kind of happy with that. And they're like, hey, Historian's made to order. And I was like, maybe I can talk myself out of that one. And, you know, we'll see. We'll see if I break by the end of this week or not and order them. But what really did me in is they were like, hey, you know your favorite character, you know, what's your favorite character in the entire franchise? And I was like, oh, yeah, Caiaphas Cain, Hero of the Imperium. Like, easily my favorite character. And then they were like, hey, he's finally getting a model for the first time. And I was like, no, you can't do this to me, GW. I just gave you all my money. Out of nowhere, too. Just kind of dropped him on a Monday. I don't know, Tristan. I'm pretty sure we discussed this. I mean, you're not wrong. I don't know if I would want to play the Prussians or not. They do seem very good. And they honestly would probably be a fun play style for me. But I know I want to do... I was going to do Papal Intervention Force. I want to do War Pilgrimage of St. Methodius. I also want to do... I don't know what I'd run them as. Maybe that's why I run as Prussians. I found STLs that were like Space Cossacks. Not Space Cossacks. That were like Trench Cossacks, and they look really fun. That one I am... that might be one I get to and maybe run as the Prussians or something. I don't know yet. All right. That's what I'm see. That's what I'm saying, Francois. Like, I get paid on the 25th of each month, right? I get paid once a month, and the GW stuff always drop. It always drops like right before I get paid. Like I genuinely, I get paid on the 25th. So like for the Historians specifically, they stop selling them on the day I get paid. Like GW. Why? Why couldn't you like extend it a day for me, please? That's all I want, just a day. Yeah, GW are just, they're crafty that way. They know what they're doing. But it is what it is. I'm not complaining too much. You know, I don't need the Vistorians. Like I said, there's a decent chance I talk myself out of buying them. I want the platoon, and compared to like Cadians, it's not a terrible price. Like a $13 difference. Like the Vistorian platoon is like $13 more than if you bought the equivalent Cadians. So like it's tempting, and like it's a made to order thing, so I probably won't see it for at least a few months. So it's not really going to affect my pile of shame or anything like that. And I did get a really good deal on the Armageddon box. So it's not too big a deal or anything like that. But like, you couldn't wait a couple... Just one more day, GW. That's all. Just one more day. Literally a few more hours. Enough time for my bank to clear. Probably means I want to end up buying them on Sunday. Actually, no, Monday's Memorial Day, isn't it? That's a bank holiday. I'm getting paid on Friday, aren't I? That's the last actual business day. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have Destroyans. That's right, I didn't even think about that. Totally forgot. I didn't realize I had it off until like last Fridays. You know. It is once again time for more paint. And the good news is don't particularly want the actual like Armageddon launch box. So I got that going for me. I want some stuff in it, but not so bad I can't wait. So I can't like, wait to just buy it buy it secondhand or whatever. Which, I mean, thank goodness the Docker rig isn't that good. Because that was the one I was really looking forward to. That I really actually like want to get. And that means it's going to be much easier to get on the secondary market. I guess I do want to pick up the land speeder eventually as well. I think really out of that box, the stuff I want the most is like new jump chaplain, the land speeder, what is it? The Armageddon like banner dude, the ancient. Captain is fine, take him or leave him. That's the kind of good news, is that there's not any like very unique units in there. Ooh, the war track is nice. My main thing is just like for the orcs, like, 'cause I do technically have a small orc force. I can show you guys real quick actually. Like, I got a bunch of, I want to run like a bunch of Killicans and Death Dreads. So like Wartrack doesn't quite like fit the theme for me. Like, obviously the Daka rig does. Daka rig, I should say that right. Daka rig. Francois says it's the first edition in a long time. They won't be buying the launch box. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think this is a very good. So I will say, I think this is a good launch box for like from the Space Marine side. I can't speak for the orcs, I have an orc army, but I haven't ever put it on tabletop or anything. The Space Marine side, I think, is a very good box if it's your first box. Like 10 Intercessors is solid. Like they've been good for a hot minute now. They're always they'll generally be at least usable in most editions in some way, shape, or form, depending on what the edition looks like. Jump Chaplain, pretty solid. No complaints for him. He's always nice to have, if nothing else. The Captain, always good to have a captain, some kind of leader character. Besides the Jump Chaplain, obviously. I don't remember everything that's in it. The Eradicators with heavy bolters, probably not the best. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you already have it, there's really not much to bring you in. Like, the Land Speeder's neat. I want to get the Land Speeder. Just because I have one from the start of 10th edition. So, having, like, a newer updated one would be nice, I guess. Yeah, like I said, I think I very much agree that if you have like a sizable Space Marine collection already, it's really not doing much for you, unfortunately. But if you're new, that's fine. And I think it's okay every once in a while, because honestly, like I bought Leviathan, I don't think it really added much. Like for me at least. I never used the Lieutenant very much. I mean, I should have, but I never really used the Lieutenant super often. The Biologist I got a fair bit of use early on in the edition. His lethal hits on Eradicators is very nice. What else? I didn't really use the Terminators. The Terminators were never like especially good for like Black Templars for a good chunk of the edition. But I never got a whole lot of use out of them. So yeah, just kind of... I feel like I would honestly argue it's a slightly better box than Leviathan. It has stuff in it that I do want, but not enough to get me to buy it. I mean, it's fair. And like I said, I'm just speaking for the Space Marine side, right? Of any of these boxes, I'm always speaking for the Space Marine side, because I've never... Literally outside of Decisions, the first time where I've played both factions. And the orc models are pretty good. There's a lot of fun in the orc models. And like I said, it's kind of nice. There's not any there's nothing in either side of the box I think is going to be unique to the box, like datasheet wise at least, which is nice. You don't have to pay crazy high prices to get it if you don't want to. And who knows, maybe like a year or so down the line I'll snag one on a good sale or something. Well, that's kind of what I mean. So Wine Fire says they'd love to have the Armageddon box personally, but you also have a pretty you're still relatively new to the game. You have a pretty small collection for the Space Marines, so it's like a pretty solid stuff for you. I do think it's also going to have the problem of what do the multi-part kits look like? Because the Van Vets aren't much of a draw because they're weapon swapped. So, Francois says they have a Yondan. Is it Yondan? The yellow one, right? I've got the little special mini for them actually. The yeah. Infinity's Lament that I need to find out what I'm going to do with at some point. I will say, out of all the Elder armies, they are the ones that interest me the most lore-wise. I don't like their scheme. By any stretch of imagination, I do not like their scheme. But lore-wise, I think they're interesting. I like that they're kind of... What's the word I'm looking for? I like how much they make use of, like, the wraiths. Because, like, their craft world got hit really hard. So their Infinity Circuit. I'll see what I can do, Francois. There is, I won't lie, there is a decent chance it does go up on eBay at some point. But one suspects shipping and handling might be a bit pricey, depending on where you are located. Yeah, by the way, Francois, we do have a Discord, so if you want to show off that army, please do. We'd love to see it for our... So we do a battle report every Sunday, and every Sunday we try to show off some of our... Okay, that's fair. What's I gonna say? Yeah, we like to show off our subscriber and Discord members' armies. So if you want to get that shown off on a live stream, you know, hop in our Discord and post it. We'd love to see it. Oh, I forgot the radio on this guy. Oh no, I'm discovering a lot of stuff I forgot to put on these people. Oh, that's fair enough. No worries at all, Francois. No worries at all. We just like to plug it where we can. I wonder if YouTube community posts let you share pictures, like in the comments. That could be an interesting way to see armies for people that aren't on the channel. Alright. No, I'm just like YouTube comments. Fair. Tristan, I understood some of those words. One of our have a question. What can Arbites do in a 40k army? So kind of a few different things. Depends on how you want to run them. So they are Imperial agents. So actually any Imperium faction can run them. There's a little ally you can bring in. And so there's basically 3 different squads. There is the Subductor squad, which is a squad made up of all shield dudes. Like this one here. Whoop, as he flies off. There is the... I forget exactly what it's called. Well, there's one made up of all shotgun dudes. I don't have one of those, so I'm not sure what it's called. And then there's a third one, which I have over here, where it's called an Exaction Squad. And exaction squads are like kind of a SWAT team for the Arbites. They're like specially designed to hunt down certain people. Check how I paint certain things real quick. So they have like a lot of special weapons, stuff like that. So you can run all three. You can ally in all three. Not all at once, I think. So I think it's like 2, whatever they're called, units. So it kind of depends on what you need a little bit. The subductors are kind of nice because they have a 4-up invuln. So they're a little beefier compared to like some other human faction options. So like say, Guard don't exactly have a lot of access to invulns outside of Ogryn. So you can run them like that. Personally, what I like to do, I like to run the exaction squad with Inquisitor Draxus, because she gives like, I think it's like a +1 to hit or +1 to wound against Xenos or something like that. Rerolls maybe that make her really fun. And what I like to do is, because the exaction squad has an ability where at the start of the game you mark like the target they're like hunting down, right? Because their whole purpose is to hunt down specific targets. So you mark the target. I think that gives you lethal. I think you get lethal hits against that target or something like that. And I like to just hunt them across the board to quote unquote arrest my opponent's leader. Warlord, that's the word I'm looking for. Like, I will always pick the warlord and we're gonna find him. You can actually ask Tristan about that. Yep. They arrested his Primus. He won the game. I have claimed the moral victory. I do believe that was a Crusade force, so I do hope that made it into some Crusade lore, even as a footnote. That was fun. Yeah, so Francois makes a good point. It's very good for sitting on objectives. Very much shines there. They tend to just be... They kind of have the same problem. Like, a lot of agents have the same problem where it's kind of like... They can do some interesting stuff. They're just kind of expensive for what they do. Though, that being said, if you did watch our most recent live stream of Votann versus Imperial Guard, the Sanctifiers in particular made up their points. Like, 135 points. They killed, like, what was it? 5 of the Terminator equivalents with their flamers. They kill, and then the Preacher went and finished off the the Berserks, which was pretty funny. The mental image for that Berserk was very funny, actually. Just imagine these Berserks is under constant, consistent artillery fire, and then it finally lets up, and just a mad woman with a flamethrower and a flamethrower chainsaw combo comes running out. Oh, love it. Love it, love it, love it. If nothing else, Agents of the Imperium create some very fun mental images. I'll say that much. I will say that much. Sorry. It's fair enough, Tristan. That's fair enough. I should have gotten some water before this stream, because I'm getting very thirsty all of a sudden. Do I have 2 things of Cantor Blue? I have 2 things of Cantor Blue. Sorry, gotta check out. one doesn't sound very wet. Is it usable? Yeah, it looks usable. I mean, not great, but usable. Oh, that's fun. Did a little horde mode for the finale. We need to do horde mode on the channel soon, someday. I think as of right now, we're kind of in a holding pattern until the new edition drops, which is, you know, fair. Because a lot of things will change, and we gotta... I think we're mostly prepped for that. We just kind of gotta figure out what we're gonna actually... like what we're gonna play and stuff. Like that. Oh, I could. We need to figure out exactly what day that's going to be. I suspect we will see... The fact that we're getting... like, datasheet rules right now leads me to think we're a week or two away from them going... from it going up on pre-order. Because they're showing off like a new data sheet. Like usually when they start, usually they show off rules like the week leading up to the pre-order. So we see it like a pre-order. If we see it get announced for pre-order this Saturday, it would go up next Saturday. Or I'm sorry, this Sunday. It would go up for pre-order on the 30th. 2 weeks, it would drop on the 13th. But if they're doing one data sheet a day and they intend to do them all, I assume it would end sometime next week, in which case announce for 31st, go up on the 6th, and drop on the 20th. But I think it's either going to be the 13th or the 20th. We'll have to see. All I'm saying, Francois, is there's a thin line between someone that's angry and someone that's angry with a chainsaw and a flamethrower. That's just like a whole other level that we gotta acknowledge here. Alright. I'm still saying there is still a line between insane and chainsaw insane. That's all I'm saying. Alright. Over there. Oh guys, look, we got so many done. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 6. Anyway, look at all these other ones we still have left. I'm tired, boss. I'm tired. Alright. I'm also curious. This kind of seems like, you know, a bit of a change of subject, but the Caiaphas Cain model that got announced, they didn't say it was a Black Library model, which is what I would have expected if we ever got one. So I wonder if it's going to be a permanent part of the 40k range. Or of the Imperial Guard range. Not that I'm complaining, but, you know. Also, someone pointed out that the Guard is getting a lot of commissars, like, recently. This is, like, the 3rd commissar and since Adepticon. What was that, 2 months? Yeah, 2 months in, like, a week. Weird. It's a weird number of commissars. I think he's got a little thing on his thigh armor there real quick. Let's see if I can get it. Clean that up right there. Alright. Go nicely there. Send out a text real quick. Never mind, that answered that question. When I asked my wife, she was on the way home, and she just came through the door. So that makes that easy. Alright, so let's see how many of these we can get done. I say done, this is literally like the first base layer. We'll see how many of these we can do. We'll see. So I will say typically stream goes till about 9:30 Mountain Time. It typically goes to about 9:30 Mountain Time, but I am a little tired. I haven't been sleeping the best recently. So yeah, we'll see. We'll go to at least 9. Kind of feel how we're feeling from there. I mean, Francois does make a point. Very good. Like, better than another Space Marine Lieutenant. But we haven't gotten one in a while. Have we gotten any new lieutenants since they dropped the multi-part kit? I kind of feel like that was the final say in that. I don't think we've gotten any... Actually, I guess maybe we got a... There's Space Wolves unique one by chance? That's the only thing I can figure. Besides, everyone knows the new meme is a new Marnius Calgar. I will definitely check that out, Tristan. Thank you for sharing that. I will be more than happy to take a little peek-see once we're done here. Yeah, I don't think we've actually gotten one. Which... Shoot, actually. I'm not sure if the multi-part lieutenant or the combi lieutenant in the Leviathan box actually came first. Kind of forgot about him. Honestly, he doesn't really feel much like a... Yeah, he's technically a lieutenant, but he doesn't feel like one. He's pretty... He's very different in what he does and all that. Very much its own kind of thing. There's the dog. I'm very excited. Alright. Alright, another base layer down. Next one. I really need to actually... So, weird thing, I never really used the Combi Lieutenant very often for most edition. I definitely remember trying him out once or twice. I think I was using him as like a rear objective holder, which is a little weird, but I don't know. I kind of always, or like, so I know a lot of people use him for infiltrate, and he's not bad at that by any means. I've always used him for, or in that regard, I've always preferred scouts. I also just really like my scouts, so I don't know, maybe I'll use them a bit more. I've always also run very vehicle heavy lists, so I've never had like that much. Actually, I guess how many points is he? Real quick, if you wouldn't mind checking for me, wanting fire. So I think scouts are 70 points currently. Yeah, Combi's good for like sitting on objectives. He's really good for second. He's a very good scoring unit, is really what he is. And his ability to add damage isn't bad at all. So like what you get reroll wound rolls or reroll wound rolls of 1 on the objective you pick. I forget. That's how long it's been since I've run him. Okay, 85 points. Scouts are 70. Most of the scouts are nice because you get 2 units of them in a box because they come in boxes of 10, but you're only ever going to run them in units of 5. I do like the new scout detachment though. Kind of neat. Makes them kind of feel like scouts. Really kind of feels like they'll change at the beginning of the game. There'll be some like skirmishing going on, trying to get into a good position where you can see and then shoot your opponent's actual units in the next turn using like getting scouts in position so they can spot, blah blah blah. We'll see. The new terrain rules are really gonna shake things up. I will admit, like, for my Space Marine or my Black Templars, not that worried. But for my Guard, I am very, very worried. Guard hitting on 5s hurts pretty bad. I fully expect Guard to be one of the worst armies at edition launch. But hey, I am more than welcome to be surprised. See, wanting see the things you learn by coming to our streams. But like, yeah, honestly, that shows how long it's been since like I played them in a series like capacity, because I still had Oath of Moment back then, and we no longer have Oath of Moment. Oath of Moment is gone. All right. What time is it? All right, got 10 minutes or so. We got a couple of shotgun dudes done. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see if we can get at least one more shield dude done. Year. Oh, that's what I should have done. I should have not my fan. I'm like, I'm telling you guys, I forgot to do almost everything today. Like, the paint water's not even like... Oh, I had it out a couple days ago. Didn't even get new paint water. Just a mess. Just an absolute mess. Hey, there's what song I remember. There's the repeat. Alright, write that down. That took like an hour 50, give or take. First one I've already repeated, I just don't remember it. Pull out one last little bit. Oh, it just pops up on my wrist. Alright, yep, the closer we're getting to 9, the more I'm kind of feeling it. So we'll see if you guys have any like questions or anything. Feel free to go ahead and ask. Otherwise, like I said, I want to get this guy kind of done. Maybe do one more, and then we'll just kind of wind down for the night. I should be painting over here so you guys can actually see it. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Let's start getting some on this guy real quick, because we got, you know, a good 7 minutes. I know if anyone actually like found this stream through the shorts, let me know, because it lets me turn that on. I'm always kind of curious if anyone actually like finds it and stays to watch. Radio. Galaxy News Radio. Perfect. I got that. We'll do his helmet. I know it's nothing particularly exciting this time. Unfortunately, the base layer is one of the most important layers and takes a while to do. All right. Actually, this paint went on a lot faster than I fully anticipated. Yeah, we'll just go over his shield one more time. Make that the most blue it can be. Double die. All right. We'll go ahead and let him sit a little. All right. Let that all chill as we kind of come to an end here. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to kind of go over our schedule for the rest of the week, and we'll go from there. All right, so kind of first things first. Thank you guys for watching the stream. We do a stream like this every single Tuesday. So every single Tuesday at around 7:30 Mountain Time, we will be doing a hobby stream. Most typically, I have at least Scott with me, who is also on the channel. Yeah, help chat with all of that. As we do have John and a few others. Always be on the lookout for that. We will, of course, be doing that again next Tuesday. This coming Saturday would normally be our side quest Saturday, where we play games that are not 40k or Horus Heresy. Unfortunately, we are going to postpone that for, I believe, just the week, because we have our local game store is doing a farewell to 10th edition tournament, So we are basically all going to be playing in that. We'll see if we can get some content done there. I can't promise anything, unfortunately, just because we keep saying we're going to do that and we keep forgetting to film stuff. So sorry about that. But we'll be doing that on Saturday, and then on Sunday we will of course be streaming again. 40k. Scott will be playing Space Marines, by the sounds of it, and first time on the channel. If you guys have seen Feline in the chat, Chris, he will be joining us for the very first time in person. Friend of the channel, he will be playing his Tau. So it'll be a very battlesuit heavy Tau that we haven't really seen very often on our channel. So we mostly have either Kroot or Devilfish, I think. So be on the lookout for that. Otherwise, it is about 9 o'clock. So thank you guys again so much for joining tonight. This stream in particular is my baby, so it does mean a lot when everyone shows up. So thank you for supporting it. If you haven't already, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Otherwise, we will see you guys next week and have a wonderful weekend. I do this awkward thing. I'll go over here and wave bye-bye. Oh, where is it? Oh, there we are. Hey. Good night, everybody.